Hi friends, welcome back to Alaskan Homemaker. I'm Mary. Today we're going to make some hummus. I'm going to make sun-dried tomato hummus. So the first thing we're going to do is I've got I home canned these chickpeas or garbanzo beans, whichever you like to call them. So we're going to open this up and we're going to rinse these off. Okay, and we're going to give those a good rinse with cold water. There we go, that looks good. Here's our food processor. I'm going to go ahead and pour these in over here so I don't drip. Okay, so we've got our chickpeas in here. And if you don't have, you can just use a can of chickpeas from the store, or you can have dried chickpeas and cook them and then make this hummus too. Okay, and now we're going to get a tablespoon of lemon juice in here. And we're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to put half a teaspoon of salt to start with, and half a teaspoon of pepper. And we're going to put 1 teaspoon of cumin. Here's my homegrown garlic. We're going to get that peeled and get that into the food processor. There we go. We're going to get that in there. Some sun-dried tomatoes. I like to get the big one at Costco. I like to use it in my sourdough bread and also in this hummus. It's really good. And other dishes too. It adds a lot of good flavor. So this is one of the big tablespoons. So I'm going to put 2 heaping tablespoons of that in there. Okay, and I am going to pour some water in, a little bit at a time. I think that was about a 1/4 cup of water. Okay, and we're going to try this and see how it tastes. It's really good. I'm going to add half a teaspoon more of salt. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Ooh, that is delicious. It's so good. We never ate hummus when I was growing up. The closest we got to hummus is probably the Frito-Lay bean dip from the store. I tasted hummus when I was older, and it is really good. It's a more healthier option as a dip for veggies and things. So I love homemade hummus. I love the store-bought one, but once I made homemade hummus, now I can't eat the store-bought hummus. I like to make my own homemade hummus. So I like to can my own chickpeas, and then it's easy to make fast hummus. Okay. Now we've got our hummus dip. Now we're going to chop up some veggies. These are my homegrown carrots from fall 2022. I cut the tops off and I left them unwashed and stored them in a plastic bag in my crisper drawer in the refrigerator. It is January 11th and they are doing wonderful. They're still very crispy and sweet. I'm so happy to be having carrots into January here in Alaska. These are bolero carrots that I grew. And then I've got a cucumber from the store and some grape tomatoes that we're going to chop up. Okay, so we'll start with the carrots. And I save all my carrot ends and celery ends and onion peels and things, and I store them in the freezer in a freezer bag, and I get them out when I'm making homemade broth. Makes it really good. And I don't peel these carrots because they're homegrown carrots. I just gave them a really good scrub with a clean rag. These are the sweetest, best carrots. And they're really good dipped in the hummus. I'm not a really big fan of tahini. I've tried it a couple times, and I love sesame seeds, but I don't really care for the tahini, so I don't put tahini in my hummus. But if you like it, you can totally put some in yours. Now we've got these beautiful homegrown carrots. And I've got this crinkle cutter, so I'm going to use this to cut my cucumbers so they look pretty on the tray. Aren't those cute? I love the English cucumbers. They taste so fresh and crisp, and the peel is not bitter or anything. Those are my favorite cucumbers. Just put enough water to make your hummus this consistency that you prefer to. You can adjust that to your liking. Here's our beautiful tray with veggies and homemade hummus. Now let's give it a try. This is so good. You guys will love it. Let's try a carrot too. You gotta hear my crunchy carrots from the garden. They are so delicious, crisp and sweet, and that hummus is just wonderful. You guys will love it. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and a subscribe. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!